AI drug discovery breakthrough, NVIDIA Microsoft. The AI drug discovery revolution. When machines screen millions of molecules in hours. The hook. Imagine screening 5.8 million potential drug molecules in just 5 to 8 hours. That's not science fiction anymore. According to NVIDIA Healthcare, that's exactly what Inaplexis is achieving right now using AI-driven drug discovery technology. We're witnessing a fundamental shift in how medicines get discovered, and it's happening faster than most people realize. The big picture. Here's why this matters. Traditional drug discovery is painfully slow and expensive. We're talking about processes that typically take 10 to 15 years and cost billions of dollars, with most potential drugs failing along the way. But AI is completely rewriting these rules. What makes this moment different is the convergence of several breakthrough technologies. NVIDIA has been quietly building the infrastructure that makes this possible, while companies like Microsoft are developing the AI models that can actually understand biological systems at a molecular level. Think of it like this. If traditional drug discovery is like manually searching through a massive library book by book, AI drug discovery is like having a super intelligent librarian who can instantly cross-reference millions of books and tell you exactly which pages contain what you're looking for. The deep dive. Let's start with what NVIDIA is bringing to the table. The company has developed something called the BioNano framework. And here's the kicker. According to research published on RCIV, it's completely open source and free for everyone to use. This isn't just another proprietary tool locked behind corporate walls. BioNemo is described as a modular, high-performance library for AI model development in drug discovery. But what does that actually mean? Think of it as a sophisticated toolkit that researchers can use to build AI models specifically designed to understand biological systems. It's like giving scientists a set of power tools instead of making them build everything from scratch with basic hand tools. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. NVIDIA isn't just providing the framework. They're also releasing cutting-edge AI models. According to recent announcements, NVIDIA has released the Llama 3.1 Nematron 70 billion instruct model, which has been fine-tuned using something called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF for short. This is significant because RLHF means the AI has been trained not just on data, but on human preferences and judgments. It's learned to think more like a human researcher would think, making decisions that align with how actual scientists approach problems. But NVIDIA isn't the only player making waves. Microsoft is taking a different but equally fascinating approach. The company has been developing what they call WebGym, which is described as a system for scaling training environments for visual web agents with realistic tasks. While this might sound unrelated to drug discovery at first, it's actually part of a broader push to create AI systems that can navigate complex digital environments, including the vast databases and research platforms that drug researchers use every day. Microsoft has also released something called Frog Mini 14 billion, and the technical specs here are pretty impressive. According to the data from Hugging Face, this model is built on the Qwen3 14 billion transformer architecture with a maximum context length of 64,000 tokens. To put that in perspective, that's enough context to process roughly 50,000 words at once. Imagine an AI that can simultaneously consider the equivalent of a short book's worth of information when making decisions. What's particularly clever about Frog Mini is how it was trained. The researchers used 9,000 debugging trajectories produced by a strong teacher model called Claude Sonnet 4. But here's the key insight. They only trained it on successful debugging attempts, completely excluding all the failed attempts. It's like teaching someone to play chess by only showing them winning games, not the losses. Different angles. While NVIDIA is focusing on providing the foundational tools and infrastructure, Microsoft seems to be betting on creating more specialized, task-specific AI agents. It's a classic platform versus application strategy, and both approaches have merit. The open-source nature of NVIDIA's BioNemo framework is particularly noteworthy. In an industry where proprietary advantages are jealously guarded, NVIDIA is essentially saying, here, everyone can use this. That suggests they're confident their real competitive advantage lies elsewhere, probably in their hardware and the ecosystem they're building around it. Meanwhile, companies like Innoplexis are proving that these tools can deliver real-world results. The ability to screen 5.8 million molecules in under 8 hours represents a speed increase that's hard to comprehend. Traditional high-throughput screening might handle thousands of compounds per day. We're talking about an improvement of several orders of magnitude. What this means for you. For patients and families dealing with rare diseases or conditions that currently have no good treatments, this could be transformational. Diseases that affect small populations have historically been ignored by pharmaceutical companies because the traditional drug development process is too expensive to justify the limited market. But if AI can dramatically reduce the time and cost of drug discovery, suddenly these orphan diseases become economically viable to address. For the pharmaceutical industry, this represents both an enormous opportunity and a potential disruption. Companies that successfully integrate these AI tools could gain massive competitive advantages. But it also means that smaller, more agile companies might be able to compete with established pharmaceutical giants in ways that weren't possible before. There's also a broader implication for how we think about scientific research. When AI can process and analyze information at this scale and speed, it might discover connections and patterns that human researchers would never notice. We could be on the verge of AI-driven scientific breakthroughs that go far beyond just finding new drugs. The bottom line. We're witnessing the early stages of what could be the most significant transformation in drug discovery since the invention of modern chemistry. The combination of NVIDIA's open-source tools, Microsoft's specialized AI agents, and companies like Innoplexis proving these technologies work in practice suggests we're past the experimental phase. The numbers don't lie. Screening 5.8 million molecules in 5 to 8 hours is a capability that simply didn't exist a few years ago. And with these tools becoming more accessible and powerful, we should expect the pace of discovery to accelerate even further. What should we watch for next? Keep an eye on the first major drug discoveries that can be directly attributed to these AI systems. When that happens, and it's probably a matter of when, not if, it'll mark the moment when AI drug discovery moves from promising technology to proven game changer. The future of medicine is being written in code, and it's happening faster than most of us realize. Sources: AI Pulse Edition, Chunk of 5. Latest AI news updates. Microsoft Frog Mini, 14 billion model. Full reference list. MSPs are leaving Microsoft money on the table. Here's how to fix it. Part 2. URL: https www.linkedin.com Pulse MSPS. Leaving Microsoft money table. Here's how fix part Eric Simpson 2 WCFC. Type LinkedIn post. Domain www.linkedin.com. Microsoft Frog Mini 14 billion 2510 like 41 follow Microsoft 17. 8K. URL https huggingface.co Microsoft Frog Mini 14 billion 2510. Type tech blog. Domain huggingface.co. Beitrag von NVIDIA Healthcare. URL https www.linkedin.com. Posts NVIDIA Healthcare high throughput AI driven drug discovery activity 725747 Rowan 1397 7249 MHATS. Type LinkedIn post. Domain www.linkedin.com. AI Pulse Edition. Sharpening 5. Latest AI news updates for the developer community. URL https community.openai.com TAI. Pulse Edition 5 latest AI news updates for the developer community 997,659. Type company announcement. Domain community.openai.com. NVIDIA. GTC. LeCun criticizes LLMs, advocates for world models. URL https www.linkedin.com. Posts Analytics India Magazine at NVIDIA GTC 2025 Meta's Chief AI Scientist. Activity 73174884657 X9IO. Type LinkedIn post. Domain www.linkedin.com. BioNemo Framework. A modular, high-performance library for AI model development in drug discovery. URL https rxiv.org HTML 2411. So 548 Vidri. Type arxiv paper. Domain arxiv.org. A Dmitry Ryumin on Hugging Face. Exciting announcement. NVIDIA AI Foundation models interact. URL https huggingface.co posts. Dmitry Ryumin 89108574268336. Type tech blog. Domain huggingface.co Microsoft. URL https huggingface.co Microsoft. Type tech blog. Domain huggingface.co. Artificial intelligence is taking over drug development. R singularity. URL https www.reddit.com r singularity. Comments 1 BTMHJ artificial intelligence is taking over drug. Type tech blog. Domain www.reddit.com.